Hello, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for this very special episode of the series of Jurassic World Rebirth Special that we're doing, this is the Lego custom tutorial on the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Alright, so for our Jurassic World Rebirth T-Rex, we are going to use this particular base figure over here. I think this would be enough. We're going to make a lot of modifications to it, so head into your seats and let's do this.
So we marked down where we want to cut this particular figure, and we're just going to use this handsaw for bigger parts like this instead of the Dremel tool. For smaller ones, we'll be using that. So let's just do it. After several hours of kit bashing, here's what we have on the Jurassic World Rebirth Tyrannosaurus Rex. You can see that we have made some modifications to the body, made it more robust. As you can see here, we have widened the entire figure. that took a while. Also, we have lengthened the legs and we have lengthened the tail of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So we filled in the gaps of the Rex here, and you can see that there's a lot of aluminum foil that has already been attached to this. So what I usually do is I crumpled a piece of aluminum foil that would actually fit here, and I don't attach it yet with glue. Instead, I put it there and see if it fits, and then afterwards I take it off and then I put on the glue and then stick it back in, so it actually fits the actual figure. And so we have here our Tyrannosaurus Rex from Rebirth, and you can see that I added several details, such as, you know, the two claws there, which I will be putting in a claw for later. But first we will be sculpting on this over the figure, so we have to fill in some of the gaps here and also make the face much gnarlier, and of course we'll consider probably changing the teeth, of course, because Lego teeth just won't do. Alright, so let's do it. So we'll be needing non-sag epoxy with this combined A and B. Please don't mix this with your bare hands. Use a tool or something for you to mix it, and then you can apply it safely on the figure. We'll also be using some powder over here, and then, you know, my very primitive sculpting tool, which is my knife. Alright, so let's do it.
So here's just a boring process of how I actually do it. So I roll down small pieces of snakes of clay, and then I press it onto where I want the clay to be, and then I just push around and shape it into a way that it would actually complement the aluminum foil that was initially placed on the figure, like so. And then whenever I can, and if there are quite sharp edges or something like that, then of course I use some sculpting tools to further straighten the sculpt or something like that, because it's Lego. It doesn't have to be textured, but as much as possible we try to go away with a lot of details. Actually, the details will come into the paint, but at least for the head, for this creature, it's going to be really there, because it's where the difference is between other Rexes and this Rex. So here's the body so far. You can see that we fill in all the gaps on our figure here, and the torso, part of the legs. So while doing this, one tip for you guys is, whenever you have something laid on and being dried, and you want it to have can already put it in your base plate and wait and let for it to dry. So when it's stone hard already, that means the articulation will be placed in such a way that it will actually stand and it will actually fit your base plates. And now for the more tedious part of the sculpting process, the head.
And so here we added several bumps and scoots and osteoderms on the back, the head, neck, and the tail of our Tyrannosaurus Rex. And now that it's all dry, we will be, primering this bad boy, and we're ready to put on some color.
Okay, so our T-Rex is now primered, and it's looking a little bit rough, but it's okay. We're going to paint over it, and we'll see where we go. We're going to need, of course, different sizes of brushes over here. Yes, this is such a big figure. We're going to also use this bigger brush. We're also going to use some permanent pens. Of course, we have acrylics over here, a few more gel pens that we can use, and of course water and our handy dandy hair dryer. So let's start.
And here are the winners for Guess SPC contest. We have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Arturo Sandoval Saito, M. Rotten French Fries, Narendra Dal, Colosaurus Customs, Super Crunchy Mario, Mr. Impossible Real, Ellie Collins, Jurassic Gamer, Anna Schwartz, and Cat2. Congratulations everyone, and of our top 10 winners:
Top 10,
Ellie Joriel Correa,
Top 9,
Tavian Robertson,
Top
Rainzilla the Savior,
8, Top 7,
Aiden Stevenson,
Top 6,
Dat Phantom,
Top 5,
Lego Prehistoric Planet,
Top 4,
Alpha Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Top 3,
Colton Todd,
Top 2,
Bionicle Fan 2007,
Top 1.
from Electro Raptor Studios. Congratulations everyone, and for those of you who'd like to join here, so just click on the Extinct Bricks icon, it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage, and the homepage, just click on the link to see all our posts.
So the first color that we have here is a mixture of gray and yellow ochre. So believe it or not, it's going to have this somewhat of a coffee colored brown to it, and what this will do is it will actually base the entire figure with this same color. And as you can see here, I'm using the biggest brush that I have. This is the primary color for the T-Rex. Now I'm just basing off from snippets of videos of the T-Rex in the river scene. So there could be two T-Rexes, we don't know. There could be a gray or black one, but for this particular T-Rex, I'm basing it off from that T-Rex. And in the movie spot in the TV spot that was just recently released before the second trailer, the T-Rex there is actually swimming, and I'm really excited for that. So yeah, so we're going to do several thin coats on this one until we achieve a more uniform distribution all over the body. So the next color would be this sort of a dry brush technique that I'm using, which is a lighter color of what we had on earlier, and we're going to apply this on the bottom parts of the figure. So I apply a more thick area here, and then I slowly dry brush it upwards, so somehow it creates that gradient feel to the figure. And then I'm going to go back again and see how it turns out. like so. I'm going to go back again, let it all dry a little bit, and then apply it. And then if you feel that your brush is a little bit drier now, you can again go up ever so lightly and apply it on top, like so. So I know the figure is looking a bit dull, so we're going to add in more of the colors now. So we have here yellow ochre mixed with a little bit of white and some of the colors that we had on here earlier, and we're just going to do the same technique like what we did here, slowly building up the gradient downwards. So first we're going to put on some of the colors here, and then once you feel that your brush is drying up a little bit, then you can extend it towards the midmost portions, like so. So we're going to repeat the process until you're happy, or I'm happy, with the amount of pigment that is already in the figure. So once we put on the stripes on this, then it's going to definitely pop. So this Rex also has some dark areas, and we're going to address those by adding some black to the color area here, and we're going to just dab in this much darker color. It's slightly darker into those areas, such as the snout area, the orbital area, some parts of the face as well, along the sides of the mouth. Oops, sorry about that. So these areas are some of the things that we needed to darken up. It's just like makeup, you have to blend some of the areas so that you won't have harsh lines on the figure, or at least you would have it in a more realistic approach. And later on we're going to go over it with even much darker colors of what do you call that, even much darker colors of individual scaling. So we have here a combination of black and a raw umber, and we watered it down so that it would actually have a consistency of almost a wash. And this is what we're going to use for our stripes, and we're going to begin here at the neck, going towards the back until it reaches the tail. See how it actually flows and creates that very thin line. So that is why we actually wanted it to be somewhat consistency of a wash. But we're going to go back and somehow recreate the stripes all over again, make it more apparent depending on how much detailed we want it to be. Like so. Alright, so
among the details that we would need to add here would be the scales on the legs. This is something that I've been doing quite often with most of my large theropods, and this is no exception. So this is dark brown coloration, mixture of black and some and brown, and we're slowly painting the details on the legs here on our figure. And yeah, so after this we're going to also add on this same detail on the other leg, of course, like so. Alright, so among the last details that we needed to include here would be, of course, to paint on the teeth, the claws, and add details to the eyes, and a little more, you know, adjustment probably on some of the scales. And yeah, so I guess that's it for our tutorial video for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2. Also, if you happen to like this particular video, please yeah, give it a like, and consider, you know, subscribing to the channel, and sharing all this news to all your friends. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Every little bit of support is I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, also please do not forget to support our other channels, Rebirth, The Adventures of Moira and Usher, and Tito Mike's Kitchen. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing, guys. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar! Thanks everyone, and bye for now. Say bye, Usher.